Welcome back, General. In this video, we'll show you how to install the new Command and Conquer World War II mod update using the full installer. There are two ways you can get it. First way, download the full installer via a direct link from our website, what you now see on the screen. Second way, download the same full installer from the mod database site. All links can be found in the video description. Both of them go to the same installer, so where to download absolutely no difference. Just click the download button and download in the way convenient for you. After successfully downloading the file, always turn off your antivirus. I will show this using Windows Defender as an example. To do this, open the Windows Security panel as shown on the screen. Then go to the Virus and Threat Protection section, find the Manage Settings item in it and turn off the Real-Time Protection flag there. After that, your system will issue a warning, on which we click Close. Please note that it is necessary to click the Close button and not the cross. Otherwise, the system will stupidly set the Real-Time Protection flag back to the on state. Congratulations, you are my little cool hacker. After that, we minimize the Windows Defender window. We don't need it anymore. The system will force everything back on anyway, even if you don't want it after 24 hours. Now you can start the installation. Be sure to run the installer as an administrator. To do this, click on it with the right mouse button and select Run as Administrator. It is possible that the system will issue a warning smart screen filter blah 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 at startup. Just select Details in the window that appears, and then run anyway. Depending on your PC, it may take a bit of thought. As you can see, it took a few seconds for mine. When launched, it will prompt you to select the language of the installer. For example, I choose English. Next, follow the prompts in the installer. We read the license agreement. It contains information about the authors and additional utilities used with links to their authors. In addition, there is a short FAQ and links to our website and Discord channel, where you can get help in case of any problems, as well as find comrades to play online. If you agree with everything that is written here, click Accept. In the next step, we choose the place to install the mod. Always check that your 0 hour or any other mod is not already installed in the folder you have chosen. The installation folder must be clean. To record video, I took a system where generals had never stood before. After selecting the installation folder on the next ADAPA, we confirm or uncheck the items responsible for creating shortcuts on the desktop and the Start menu if you do not need them. The shortcuts created by the installer will point to the copy of GenLauncher that comes with the mod. We check that everything is okay and click Install to start the installation process. If the installer suddenly asks you to insert a disk during the installation process, it means that your installation file is damaged. You need to download it because to install it does not require anything other than administrator rights and the non-interference of your antivirus. Upon completion of the installation, I'm too lazy to uncheck the boxes, so GenLauncher immediately starts up and opens the Discord of our mod. In this installer build, only our mod is pre-installed in GenLauncher. Before starting the game, be sure to go to Options and click the Set Recommended Settings button, so that GenLauncher selects the optimal settings. This significantly reduces the number of crashes. An experimental feature is also available. Launch using the Vulkan API, but support for its operation will depend on your system. My test PC doesn't support it, so I don't use it in video, but you can try. After applying the settings, click Apply. Now we can start the game. When you first start the mod, we will be prompted to check the integrity of the installed files. Mandatory select the item Yes, check files. The speed of the check will depend on the resources of your system and the internet connection to check. It requests information about the availability of updates and the hash of files from a remote server. Yup, after all the manipulations we made, the game starts successfully. We check that everything works correctly. As we can see, the first time you launch the game, it starts in windowed mode. On the start screen, we see the Gen tool menu with information about its version. To switch the game to full screen mode, while retaining the ability to use window switching Alt plus Tab, we open its menu by pressing the Insert key, as the hint tells us. Move on it with the up-down arrows to the item window position and select the value Full. Cursor Lock, this thing allows you to lock or unlock mouse movement outside the window borders if you are playing on multiple monitors. FPS Limit allows you to set the frame rate in the game to control the speed of the game if you have infinite speed. All other settings are basically standard, you can learn more about them on the Gen tool website. By default, downloading custom maps for 0 hour from the Gen tool server for the World War II mod is disabled. They are not compatible with it. We have customized the game for ourselves. In the credits section you can with the authors, testers, and the latest version of the game that you have installed. In the settings section, we can check that the settings are optimal for the game and the screen resolution matches yours. When launching any campaign except for the allies, we will open a testing ground, where all the units and buildings of the factions presented in the game will be available for use. We can also make sure that the game is updated correctly by opening the Maps section and making sure that the new maps described in the patch notes are available. I draw your attention to the fact that all the maps presented are available in the Official Maps section. The maps that you will see in the Custom Maps section will most likely be from ordinary ZH or other mods. They are not compatible with the World War II mod. For example, one of the new maps that appeared in the last patch is Crayfish Islands. If you are trying to start the game by disabling the mod in GenLauncher, then you will get this error. To eliminate it, you must select the mod before starting. Still have questions, difficulties with installation, or you just want to find friends to play online? Then join our Discord group. Links in the description. This was a short installation guide. You can find a detailed description in our Discord group, ModDB and vContact. Dear friend, if this guide helped you, and you find it useful, if you really liked this project, you can thank the authors of the mod for the work done by following the link in the description. You can also leave your full review and rating of the mod on the ModDB website. We also recommend visiting our Boosty, where you can determine the further direction of the project development with your own hands. For example, one of the goals is to raise funds for the prize tournament fund. As soon as the necessary cash is collected, we will announce the start of registration. There will even be a patch in honor of such an event if there are critical moments in the balance. See you again!